I continue sharing my experience using DJI Action Camera 4. This time I will show you how I used it in water, in the sea waves. This camera can be used underwater without any casing, but on the other hand, in the instructions it says that if you use it in aggressive water, you need to put it into a special waterproof casing. So for example, for surfers, it is advised to use a casing. I tried this camera in the waves, and the waves were hitting the camera, and it looked like it survived. It's really strange to think that you can use this camera without any casing. If you look at the casing, you can see that there are two places where you can open the lids of the casing. And you think, how is it possible that water doesn't get in? The only thing that protects the camera from the water getting in is the tiny rubber on the lid here. And on this lid as well. It's really thin and tiny, and it's made of rubber. So I think with time, if the rubber gets deteriorated, it can let the water get in. You also doubt to use this camera underwater because it looks like the lid is not really well fastened, and it can be released really easily. It's really easy to close this lid, and it's really easy to open this lid. So while in water, it becomes really scary to use this camera. So when underwater, you really doubt whether you should use this camera without the special waterproof casing. In order to avoid accidentally opening the lids, it is advised to use this kind of a casing here. It's not a waterproof casing. It's the casing that protects this camera from impacts. And it also covers some of the lids. When you put the camera inside of this casing, you lock it this way, and you have one of the lids totally covered, and only one lid is still accessible here, which is a USB port here, so that you don't have to remove the casing each time you want to download your pictures or charge the camera. So you still have this lid accessible and can accidentally open it in the water. To avoid touching any lids on the casing, it is advised to use a handle. You can have this kind of a handle, which could be also floatable, and if you drop the camera in the water, it will float on the surface and you will not lose the camera. In the standard package, the camera comes with this mount, and you can mount it to any accessory. Actually, you don't have to buy very expensive accessories. You can buy any accessory that has this kind of connection here. I have this small tripod, and I have large tripod, and all of them have the same connection. So this mount that comes with the camera will fit any of the accessory. So no need to buy expensive ones. And so to avoid touching the lid and accidentally opening the lids while in the water, you can attach this to a handle and use it with a handle so that you don't touch anything on the camera. Now I will demonstrate the videos that I took under the water and while impacting the waves with this camera. I used this casing only, and I recorded the videos using different settings and tried different slow motion settings. I used 1080 pixel resolution and recorded the video in 240 frames per second setting. It is only available in this resolution. If you switch to another one, you will only be able to record a video with 120 frames per second. So I tried the slowest one, and unfortunately this video was blurry. so the image quality was low. When I switched to 120 frames per second setting, the video was less blurry. It was actually pretty clear. That was a bit disappointing for me. I expected this camera to record good quality videos at any setting. I also noticed that the best quality is achieved when you have plenty of natural light, like sunny days. When there's not enough light, the videos come out even more blurry. In the end, I've attached another video recorded indoors, and the video is even worse.